All right, year-over-year review of East Gwillimbury. So we're talking about all home types here: condos, semis, towns, links, detached, absolutely everything. We're going to start with the numbers. So in October 21, we had 74 new listings come to market. 62 sales happened through the month, so staying fairly tight there to what came out. 39 active listings. So that's showing us that low inventory, which I'm going to show you later in the numbers. If we pull forward into September 22, we had 89 new listings come to market, 40 sales through the month. So year over year, we're seeing more listings come out, but we're seeing less sales and drastically more active inventory, which is the inventory that didn't sell, which is carrying over into the next month. So we had 115. October 22, we had 70 new listings that came to market, 25 sales. So we're seeing a reduction on both sides here of new listings and sales. And we're seeing a slight reduction in the active inventory. We're looking at the money. $1,353,000 was the average sale price across all home types a year ago in October 21. $1,362,000 in September 22. What? You mean the price went up year over year? Crazy, right? When we're starting to break out these micro markets like we are right now, we do definitely see that if you're looking at Toronto Real Estate Board as a whole, which basically spans from Peel region over to Durham region, and then a little bit more even up to Simcoe region, parts of Simcoe anyways, we're definitely seeing the overall trend has been down. But when you start breaking out the micro markets, like looking at town specifics, we are seeing that there's some real growth and some real strength there. Currently, we're trending at $1,292,000. Now, you have to bear in mind that when we are looking at a place like East Gwillimbury, there's high-density areas, there's condos, there's townhouses, semis, there's farms, there's multi-million-dollar houses, and depending on what's predominantly selling that month, we're going to see that that's going to pull that number around a little bit. So again, you're looking at an average sale price number. The SNLR stands for Sales to New Listings Ratio. It is also known as the absorption rate, and it tells us out of the homes coming on the market that month, what is the percentage of them that are selling. So going back to that October 21 market, we're seeing 83.8% of the houses that came on the market sold, 44.9% in September, and currently trending at 35.7% of the houses that came on the market in October sold. Months of inventory remaining tells us if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of consumption or the current rate of buying, how long would it take to completely deplete the inventory? So we had 0.6 a year ago, 2.9 months in September, currently trending at 4.3. Now I can say, I currently have a couple of listings in East Gwillimbury, and I've definitely seen it through my listings right now that there is more inventory coming on the market, but there has been a lack of sales. For whatever reason, East Gwillimbury has slowed down on the sales, and again, we're seeing it in the number month over month, right? So, for 25 sales in a month, you have to remember East Gwillimbury is comprised mainly of 4 towns, Mount Albert, Queensville, Holland Landing, and Sharon. So there's actually a lot of area there to cover. So to only have 25 sales, that is pretty quiet, actually, for what's going on in some of the adjacent towns. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling at 9.1% over ask a year ago, 95.3% of asking in September, and currently trending at 94.5%. And to get a home sold, 11 days a year ago, 22 in September, currently trending at 25. Now, what is one thing that I could pick out of these stats that's positive right now for buyers and sellers? For buyers right now, I would certainly pick out, the amount of inventory hanging around, and I would also pick out the fact that the inventory, but also, a declining price right now. Now, again, this is average sale price. I explained that, so I won't go into it again. But certainly, for those buyers that have been sitting on the fence for a long time, looking for the quote-unquote deal, looking for, the opportunity. We don't know what the market's going to do in 3 months. It could swing back the other way. We absolutely do not know. But if you're waiting for that bottom, I personally am of the belief that the biggest drops have happened. Now, I could be wrong in that, but I don't often like to throw predictions out there. But I think the biggest drops in the market for what we've experienced this year, I think have probably happened. I'm not saying we won't see any more drops. I just don't think they're going to be as significant. For sellers out there right now, 35%. I mean, if you want to look at a 35% absorption rate compared to maybe where we were 5 years ago in that 2017 market, we were probably more like an 18%. So to be honest, although the market has slowed, I wouldn't consider it a slow market. It's still actually fairly good. And in fact, this is, a message for both buyers and sellers. With in terms of where the market is at right now, this is actually kind of a normal market. It's the normal ebb and flow to the market of what the market's supposed to be doing. The market's going to go up, the market's going to go down. We're sitting a little bit more, even though this is a buyer's market sort of number, but in general, the market's sitting a little bit more in terms of a balanced market. So this is actually kind of normal. We just got so used to houses selling in, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, that all of a sudden when it takes 25 days, there's a problem. But I can tell you back in, 2011, 2012, when I first started getting into real estate sales, I mean, we were seeing a 3-month marketing time was normal. So to still be under 30 days, I still personally consider this to be a fairly strong market. If you have any questions on how this data translates to your EG home, feel free to reach out to me.